Okay, I think we are now streaming live. I do apologize. I was rambling on and I hadn't clicked the right button. So I think it should be all good now. I apologize for being late due to that. Um, but we share abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are on a mission to banish poverty. And we are a non-separatist organisation. We welcome people from all over, all different backgrounds, colours, classes, creeds, genders. It doesn't matter. We just see everybody as a part of humanity, a human being, and we recognise that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. And we have Lewis in, as you see, from Portugal. But I'm going to get over to Facebook because we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm heading over there now. And here we go. We've got the 8th. It works when you press the button. So being late, not pressing the button. Okay, we've got Verna in from South Africa, Norman in from Doncaster, UK. And we're going to crash on with things because I'm running late now. I was a couple of minutes late anyway, but I'm even later now because I was rambling on for about 5 minutes before I found out things weren't working. So let's get started with a short prayer. That prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. You can't buy that. You can only get that true lasting happiness that stops you searching for something that you don't know what it is quite. You can only get that by loving service to other people. The great thing about that is when you make loving service your goal, not only do you make other people happy, you gain happiness yourself that cannot be destroyed, and everything that you want and need in life will start flowing to you automatically. So we'll get started with that prayer, then we'll have a little affirmation to help us solidify that non-separatist ideology that we have, and then we'll crash on with the updates that we have. Okay? Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, that through that love each member finds the joy of service, and through service, bless each member, that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay, we got Kingsley in from Manchester as well. And the affirmation we have goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let me have a sip. I sound a bit dehydrated. I don't know whether that's any better. Kingsley lets me know I'm coming through loud and clear, though. Okay, good. Right. Not a lot going on in the background because it's a Sunday. But there are things we have been um, getting in touch with Max and Devyani, and what we're after is a list of all the files that have been modified so that we can check everything and find out where that withdrawal, not the withdrawal, the deposits are being processed, and making sure that everything is working right. So we have contacted Max. He's preparing a document for us, to check everything. Hopefully, that will mean that by tomorrow we'll have that document and we'll be able to go through everything and make sure things are right, and if they're not, get them put right, so that we can get that exchange page deployed, which will automate the withdrawals from the ShareHope program. It will automatically automate the withdrawals from the Easy Business Builder commissions as well, because they already go automatically into the available cash wallet. But we do want to automate the payments from everywhere else as well. So that is something that we'll be able to work on as soon as we've got that exchange page completed. From a development point of view, that's everything. Today, I've spent a lot of time trying to find out what's going on with global aid, because I noticed this morning that there were no check matching payments. And I thought, that's strange, because we've got a lot of people that should be withdrawing their money. So I tried to get onto them about that. And I've not really been able to contact anybody or get hold of anybody, but I'm in the Facebook group and so on, trying to find, get some activity, action in there. But most people are not able to make withdrawals. There's an error message coming up. I'm not sure what's causing it because I'm not technical enough to know. I'm hoping it's something that they're going to be able to fix and it's not a problem. But at the moment, it's a red flag. So I don't want anybody to put any more money into global aid until we find out what's going on. I did just try not very long ago to make a withdrawal from the account that we have with no referrals, and it appeared that it was going through, but it came up in MetaMask as failed, and it's not gone through. But we didn't get the error message, so I'm not sure whether it's something being worked on or whether there's a bug in the system or whether I saw something in the Facebook group, somebody saying something about no B&B there paying the fees, because every transaction has a fee. And even though the withdrawals and things that you make from global aid don't carry any fees, I mean, obviously they've got to have funds to make those transactions. It's fractions of a penny, it's not much. But if they've not got any funds in there, then obviously the transactions won't go through. So I don't know whether that's something, whether the admin has neglected that or whether, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I can't find out. I spent hours on it literally um, because I know we've got quite a number of people who put money into it. One thing, I'm hoping that most of you have got money out before this happened, because the money was coming through very well until today. Um, I can't believe that this would not be a genuine thing, because I checked the strategy that they have, and it's a breakthrough in on a single line plan. It's simple when you look at what they've done. It requires a little bit of mathematical calculation, and you've got to go through things carefully. And I believe that there are one or two figures in their calculations that don't hold water, but I don't think they're serious enough to damage the plan. And I think they can modify those things anyway fairly simply. I think they would be really foolish, even if they've got a few $1 million, that they do a rug pull and run off with a few $1 million, because they're sat on billions of dollars. This has never been done before. And no doubt there will be people that will copy this strategy. And I'm already working on it, putting a plan together for us. And what I will do, plan that we put through, I will make sure that it is 100% solid and sound, sustainable, and I've been spending some time on that as well. I'd say it's a relatively simple principle, but there are some quite complicated mathematical formulas that you have to get involved in. Um, and I've got several spreadsheets going to help me with that. Um, so that's one of the things. I also contacted the people that built the site um, for global aid regarding the back end. They presumably have all the code already done. Now, whether they could modify that slightly for us if we get involved, I don't know. Also, if I can get in dialogue with them, I can perhaps get a contact for global aid where we can get through directly to them and find out what's going on. As I say, there's that on literally billions of dollars with what they've got, what they've built. It would be foolish of them to disappear with a few million, but who knows? Um, it's not been going very long. I think it only started in towards the end of September. We got in uh, at the 3rd of October, and it's only the 8th today, isn't it? Um, I can't genuinely think that, that they're going to run off at this early stage. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see if we can find out more. I've been trying to find out more today. So far, I've not really got very far with it, but I have been doing calculations also on our own plan. Um, I mean, you all know if you're in it how powerful this is. Um, it's something that many people have been searching to do for years and years. I've been trying to find a plan that would work for 20 years, and I've keep giving up and going back to it. But no, they, they, they've they've opened the door, and once people understand how powerful this is, it will shake the whole industry because it's so much more powerful than what basically all the other plans that are out there are matrix plans. Okay, there's unilevel, there's binaries, there's all the different modifications, there's the Aussie one-ups and two-ups and all this. But basically, they're all matrix. There is nothing else out there that anybody's found that worked until Global Aid came up with this concept. And it is quite brilliant. So one way or another, we will take advantage of it. Okay, let me. Uh, Richard from Devon. Are you still paying secondary stakes or waiting for automation? I've not paid any um, recently. I was hoping the automation would be done, um, but I will. I'll find out what's going on tomorrow, and then I'll see if I can get them cleared up, the ones that are outstanding. I don't think there's that many outstanding. I know yours is a larger amount. Well, they're all larger amounts that are left. I'll get on to it. I do apologise, Richard. Um, I got into Binance today actually to try and do some stuff. Um, and you know, I've got this ongoing difficulty with them wanting some confirmation of how we generate funds, where they come from, to make sure that I'm not some international money laundering system, you know. Um, I'm sure money launderers deal in far larger amounts than than we've ever dealt with. But anyway, um, but on top of that, I got into finance today um, to see if we got any updates and things there. And there was another thing popped up, and oh no, not another thing. Um, and this is to do with the UK law that came into force, I think, on today's date, I believe, the 8th. Funny day, isn't it, to come into force anyway. Um, but uh, I, uh, I got in there and I checked what I could, but I couldn't get through because of this thing. And it said to go and fill out some questionnaire or form or whatever. Anyway, I got there and it was like a little learning session and then a quiz on the learning session. And it took not very long, a few minutes, I suppose. And I submitted it and it seemed to have gone through. But it also said that they'll let me know within 10 working days. I've not heard anything from them as yet. So within the United Kingdom, finance is um, bringing in these new things to comply with the regulations. Okay, who else? Uh, Werner says, I bought my pack at Global Aid right after I paid. I saw the message you post. I apologize, Werner. I got the message out when I couldn't get any response from them as quickly as I could. But um, one of those things. Hopefully, it'll all come out okay. We got Reynolds. Greetings to all from Trinidad and Tobago. Hi there. Richard says Global Aid have increased the number of packs required between each level, so they are making changes. Oh, have they? I didn't notice that. So maybe it's all going to be good. And if they've increased the number of packs required between each level, that was one of the things that I know from my calculations. I say I know. I'm pretty sure my calculations are good. And I thought that they'd miscalculated on some of um, some of the gaps between the levels. So maybe they've been finding that out and are going in there now to correct it. But regardless of what happens with global aid, hopefully it will come back and it will be okay. But regardless of that, we will do our own version of that paper. Um, I'm working, as I say, I'm working on it now. Once I've got the structure there, we can apply it to any value we want, um, because it's all based on percentages rather than uh, calculating it on a particular amount. Um, but it will follow a similar format to the global aid plan. Um, there will be some things that I think will be better, simpler. But we'll once again, I've got to get the figures right and checked and double checked and triple checked first of all. So that is that is where we are with global aid. Don't forget, of course, it's Vortic. I don't think there's been a message from Vortic. Let me check. Um, they said they would get a message out, but I don't think they have. But I don't check Telegram, and that's where they put messages in. Uh, Here we are. Uh, Vortic United. No, nothing new there. Um, so the last thing was yesterday when they posted their trading results. Um, but it is Sunday, and if you do want to make a withdrawal in Vortic, get it in within the next 4 hours, in the next 3.5 hours. Because if not, you could miss the cutoff. We don't know what the new withdrawal structure will be until they announce it. I mean, they've said it's all completed and ready to go, but they've not told us exactly what it is. So until they get all their bugs ironed out on these short-term plans that they had, um, and then roll out everything, we're at a bit of a loss. But if you want to withdraw, just to be on the safe side, put it in before 11 p.m. London time. Okay. And if you're not withdrawing, compound it. Obviously, you don't want it just sat there doing nothing. Okay. Numbers. Let's give you the numbers, and then I'll try and think if there's anything else that I should be commenting on. Last 24 hours, we had a net increase of 12 in our registered members to 40,564. Once again, surprising because we took out a lot of people again today. I saw a lot of people were being removed. So I'm surprised that we got 12 net increase because that just means we've had 12 more registrations and all those people we took out because they're not logged in for a couple of months. Our active member count is up by 29 to 4,233. And multiply we serve, we got 2 new email verified members. That's up to 15,891, but nobody new code advertising. But the bonus pool went up by $1 to $10,249.48 just from the revenue share that you get from logging in. I told us something when I was going through that. I've forgotten what it was again now. Oh, I know what it was. I did eventually remember to post the State of the Nation things in the Facebook group. So they are in there, those figures that I gave out on the first of the month anyway, but they are now there in text format. I know that there are some people that like them. They keep a track of things and run drafts on how we're doing and all this sort of thing. Um, it's the sort of thing that I would do if I had the time, actually. Um, but I just don't have the time. But I did remember to do it today. I've still got things on my list I've not managed to do. I did do this one. I'll cross that one off. Um, I'm working on some of them. And I was going to do a strategy video for global aid, but I'm not doing it until we get things sorted out and we know what's happening with it. So there are still things on my to-do list I've not managed to get to today. But I don't think there's anything else that I've got in the way of news for you. Um, ITP seems to be still going strong, as does um, whatever it's called, ETF fund, and Beyond Infinity. You know, I've not even been into Beyond Infinity yet today, and seeing what we've been paid there. I know they have a thing where they send it you on Telegram, but I never bother with that anyway, and it doesn't seem to be in the right time frame anyway. It's always different. So I will get into Beyond Infinity probably tomorrow now and see what's been going on there. We are in a position where Beyond Infinity is generating income now, but it varies a little bit because of the system they have with the compounding cap and everything else. I'm still trying to work out what the best rate would be for us to get the growth and still draw some cash out if we need it. What we do with the cash at the moment is mainly uh, pay other people in that have been on the waiting list for a long time. They didn't have the $15 to put in, and so they wanted to be put 15 for the $50 when we could do it. And we've still got hundreds of them to get through. Um, and we will gradually add them in. I've not bought a car recently because it conflicts the compounding cap. And as I say, I'm trying to work out what the best sort of ratios are for that. Um, it's difficult. You can't do it from their spreadsheet because there's so much that we have that is different that doesn't, you can't build into their spreadsheet. And I'm not bothering to do my own for it because that is a complicated spreadsheet and I just don't have the time to do it. But we've got quite a lot of referrals that are earning money on a weekly basis. And of course, we get a small percentage of that, and that all adds up. And that takes us way away from their spreadsheet that they have into a different realm. So, so I spend a few minutes playing with it when I get in there and see what we've got out and see if a little adjustment makes a better thing each time. But I've not even got in there yet today. It's just been one of those days because I noticed this morning that the check match there was nothing coming through, and I thought that's strange. There should be something coming through. And then I checked the Telegram thing, and there was no check matches on there. It's annoying. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll live with it. Whatever happens, we will get through it and sort things out. But that's it really from me. I don't even know what's been going on in the rugby. Um, there was nothing very important really from my point of view anyway in the rugby. I don't think there are any critical matches. I think Tonga were playing uh, Tonga playing Argentina, I think. Tonga no, Japan. Japan were playing Argentina, I think, um, for the second place in the England group. Um, but I'm not even had time to check on that. So there we go. Don't forget to email me your info so that I can on my. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No panic, Ronald. I'll get it done. It's just another thing on the to-do list. Um, okay. That's it from me. Let's just check in the app to see if we've got anybody apart from Lewis in on YouTube. And if we do, we've got Nirosh, excuse me, Nirosh Nimantha saying what happened to global aid. I think I've covered that as much as I can. Um, so give me your Telegram link. I don't know what it is. We do have a group, but I don't know what it is offhand. And I don't check Telegram, so it's no good getting to me through Telegram. Um, okay, nothing else there. So that's it. God bless you all. Get out there, be with the warriors. Um, I think Avatar's got so much on the plate now. It's getting it's a bit overfacing, you know. Oh, where do I start? So um, they're giving you a week to decide on what you want for attending yesterday's meeting. Um, it's entirely up to you, but see if you can make head and tail of all the bits and pieces that they've got going on at the moment, and pick one and concentrate on it. If it was me, and I would concentrate on the $50 million pool. Um, I don't think there are going to be many people get in there. In all honesty, I don't. Doesn't seem to me like many people are selling tickets at the moment. So if you get really motivated and sell a few tickets, they've now extended the period. It was to the end of November. I think it's now to the end of December. Um, and you know, with Avazu, if nothing much is going on, they'll extend it again. Um, I don't know why they've got a limit on it. Actually, why have they got a cut-off date for it? Why don't they just run it to the until the last ticket's been sold? Give everybody a chance to get in. Anyway, it's up to them. So that's it from me. Get out there, be with the Warriors, and I'll see you later, Alligator. I'll be here 7 p.m. tomorrow at London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile, yeah.